Hello and welcome to my slime channel. I'm currently at a really interesting time in my life where I am trying to transition from having a traditional job to posting content on YouTube full time. And I've been pretty consistent for at least 3 months, but I've really been posting to here for like 2 years, maybe three almost. And, posting to no one is fun for a while until you hit the 3 year mark, and then you're like, it'd be kind of nice to get some monetary compensation for this. And really, I just see that as a way to gain freedom. And so I am able to post more frequently and put more of myself into the videos that I'm making because my time and energy is not split between two jobs. And I guess I could look at it negatively and be like, what am I doing wrong? How come I'm not there yet? And I really, I want to be there so badly. I must be doing something wrong. I guess I just have to post more frequently or change up my videos. But I really don't think that I'm doing anything wrong, and it's just, I'll get there when I get there, basically. And I'm choosing to ride the wave and enjoy my moments while I am, you know, undiscovered. It's kind of like a cool place to be. I'm just trying to enjoy right now, today. I guess you could say I'm focused on building my future currently, and while I am only 22, and your 20s are supposed to be for having fun, so they say, I feel like I'll have more fun once I am more secure in the job that I have, because ultimately this career, I see it as like a freedom to focus on my art and like go travel or whatever, because I'm not tied down to someone else's specific schedule. I can post whenever I want to. I can work from anywhere, and I can post whatever I want to. It's really a very special I feel very privileged having this as my one of my goals. I feel like it's really good to be striving towards something, but I'm trying to also balance enjoying my day-to-day life. I have to keep up with my hobbies, I have to continue working on my passions, I gotta walk the dog, I gotta take care of myself, I gotta fold my laundry. It's just like the basic day-to-day life stuff, and you gotta enjoy it while you have it. Because, I don't know, I think when I am finally only self-employed and doing this full time, then I don't know, maybe there are some things that I'll miss about going to an actual workplace and working with other people. So I'm really trying not to take for granted what I have right now. Also, like, a huge part of this is just finally learning to let go of the reins. I'm trying to not fight against myself and fight against life and just going with the flow. I think, everything works out in its own divine timing, and it's like quicksand or oobleck. Is it a sticker? Oh my gosh, it's a sticker. Ooh. It goes great with my monster truck ones. the more you fight, the more it fights you back. And I think that's a really important lesson that I've been learning this year especially, is just learning to let go and go with the flow. The hot tub of life. Very relaxing. And that things won't necessarily be on my desired timeline of I want it right now, right this second, because, you know, maybe I have things to learn still before I achieve a certain goal of mine. I also just want to like give myself credit for how far I've come already. I've been posting really consistently, and while it is a pretty easy job, it does still take effort and, you know, just like showing up. And I'm going to continue to keep showing up, and I'm going to have fun while doing it. I feel really blessed to even be in this position. But I have 260 subs, which is amazing. And I also, like, since writing this and recording, I gained 5 more, so thank you. I really appreciate every single one of you. And, like, I just want to put that into perspective. Like, if there were 265 people sitting right in front of me right now as I'm recording this, I'd be really nervous, and they would not fit in my bedroom. So, yeah, like, the goal is 1,000 plus, way more than that, you know, reaching for the stars here. But, yeah, I just want to appreciate that 260 and the commitment that I've made to myself, and that I'm really, like, just honoring the promises that I made to me, and like showing up for myself every single day, and that just feels really special. I also watched a couple videos recently from 2 people who I would say, like, I guess you could consider them my peers on this platform. They're both in their 20s, Ozzy and Braxton. They both made videos about just being in your 20s and not knowing what to do. Ozzy's is more like, are you crashing out, or are you just 20? And it's that, like, you know, you're just 20, and that's just, it comes with the territory of being at this certain stage in life where we're all trying to figure it out, but we also have to balance paying bills and stuff at the same time. So it's not like I can just quit my job, which, you know, maybe impulsively as a teenager I would do, because I didn't have to pay for rent or like my dog's food, you know, but now I have certain responsibilities, so I have to learn to balance everything. And then Braxton's video was really insightful too, and it's called What Falling in Love Feels Like, but it really wasn't about love, more so just not knowing what the next step is and what's going to happen, where he's going to move, and making these short films that he never ended up posting. And I just thought that was a really beautiful video, and it made me feel very seen. And I guess that's what I'm trying to do with this video here, is just, I guess, show that I'm also in the same boat. And yeah, I guess it's nice to know that everyone has the same fears. It makes it seem more manageable, you know? I feel like I don't have like an actual conclusion to this video. It's pretty much just that I'm just trying to enjoy life, just trying to ride the wave that is being a human, and, you know, balancing my responsibilities at the same time, and letting my dog in the room so he's not whining. Hi, don't hit the tripod. Thank you, buddy. Oh, you want to play? You got your toy? I'm trying to film a video here. Shoot, what was I saying? I guess it's, like, I'm constantly in a state of how do I get from here to there? And I think the way to, I guess, break that cycle of, like, not being content is just to enjoy my current life. Just the day-to-day, you know, and trying to make the most of everything. I want to just end this by reading an excerpt from Matthew McConaughey's book. It's very much like, how do you know which path to take, and how like life shows you the, like, life gives you green lights or red lights or yellow lights to be like, proceed or don't proceed. This is just from the introduction. Navigating the autobahn of life in the best way possible is about getting relative with the inevitable at the right time. The inevitability of a situation is not relative. When we accept the outcome of a given situation as inevitable, then how we choose to deal with it is relative. We either persist and continue in our present pursuit of a desired result, pivot and take a new tack to get it, or concede altogether and tally one up for fate. We push on, call an audible, or wave the white flag and live to fight another day. The secret to our satisfaction lies in which of these we choose to do when. This is the art of living. And then from the very back of the book, in the intermezzo, he says, "It's all relative, except the inevitable. And you know me, I never want it to end. Just keep living. Green lights."
You gotta do what Randall Pink Floyd wants to do, man. And let me tell you this, the older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Sorry I had to do that to you.